U17 single underway here around the 750 meter mark. We're looking at CRI in a current lead over First Coast. CRI is in lane 1, First Coast is in lane 0. A little further back in the pack, we've got unaffiliated Claire Junius. But then third place goes to Episcopal Collegiate School. And the lanes 4 through 7, we have Newport, Seabase, North Bay, Rochester, and Academy of Greatness and Excellence.
Man, I want to go there.
Yeah, greatness and excellence. Sounds not too good, or not too shabby. I'd love to see what's on that curriculum.
Well, I do think that the sport of rowing, the way it gives you this mindset of discipline and persistence, do you think that the sport sets you up for that?
Absolutely. There's a lot of schools that have incorporated rowing into their sports program, what they offer for exactly that, because you tend to see a trend of these student athletes who take up rowing being very good students. I know at the collegiate level, in my experience, that the rowers always tied it out or beat cross country for the highest GPAs within any athletic department. And I think it speaks to that team nature and the individual input you have to have. So we're looking at singles. Everyone's trying to do the best for themselves, but you've got to take care of yourself first. Focus on what you can do in all areas of your life to put down a good performance.
A strong correlation between the athletic component of rowing and academic excellence.
Yes. Yeah, so we got some smart athletes out here, out on the course, laying it down. Being a U17 event, all these athletes are under the age of 17, but not necessarily only 16. We could be looking at 14, 15-year-olds as well. But we are seeing in that lead, we had that CRI boat out there in front with First Coast. On screen now, we are looking at that a red shell of the unaffiliated Claire Junius, who rows out of Sacred Heart in Greenwich, Connecticut. Lane 5, North Bay's Lucy Campbell. Now, you were talking about you had some experience in a single. When was that and how did it go?
Well, it went poorly, and it was at the very beginning of the training process for the boys in the boat. We hopped in there. It was the most disconcerting, unbalanced situation I'd ever found myself in, and I immediately tipped over.
But you got back in.
The first time you tipped over?
You know, I do and I don't, in that I do remember it because I was forced to do it. Because I didn't tip quite yet, but I think because I was a little bit scared. But then once I tipped over, then I found myself in situations where I wasn't afraid to go hard because I knew how to get back in.
It's true. Getting back in is the key. Even if you get thrown, get back in.
Yeah, and get back in to the boat and get back into the race, because we are looking at CRI just crushing it here. They have been stomping on First Coast over in lane 0. Then we see to have a really good fight with Episcopal, holding off North Bay for that third position, top 1 through 4 in the country.
Some serious water between the second place boat, and I love the term from yesterday. Do you think this guy's seeing the curvature of the earth here?
Possibly, probably pushing for it. All good. They're all slamming it down here in the final of the women's U17 singles here. We have Maria Prodden of CRI first to pierce into the red buoys of the last 250 meters here in the women's U17 singles. First Coast then on the far side from her over in lane 0, starting to take up the rate, trying to pour it on. Now we're looking at the red shell of Episcopal Collegiate School, charging, trying to maintain that third place position, but North Bay making it very, very challenging. We're talking about being the internal coxswain and positive talk. What kind of positive talk would you throw at these athletes in this pressure cooker situation?
I would be saying get there, one stroke at a time. Keep my eyes up, keep my shoulders back. Just don't give up on yourself. That's all you can hope for.
Absolutely. Every stroke down the line. It will be Maria Prodden of CRI taking first in the women's U17 singles. First Coast, every stroke down the line for them as well to claim second place. This red shell of Episcopal now coming down into a third place. Last minute charge here out of North Bay. Lucy Campbell, can she catch her? It will be Episcopal and then North Bay unaffiliated Claire Junius trying to stave off this charge by Rochester. Addie Holm. And then looking at Newport Sea-Base with a little bit of contact there with that field. And then the Academy of Greatness and Excellence, Maryam Ali, rounding out this 8 lanes of singles.
What's going through your head in that last 500 meters?
Because
final, as someone who's never done it,
8th fastest.
I'm dying to hear what the
under
pro
17
is telling themselves
in the
that
single
last
in the nation.
Almost impossible 500 meters.
Yeah, that last.